What's going on, guys? This is Joe and welcome back to a brand new installment of The Breakfast Club. If you are new to the channel, The Breakfast Club is a series on my channel which I superset between full day of eating, vlogs, and workouts between mini Q&As called The Breakfast Club. We call it The Breakfast Club because these videos go live every day at 8 a.m. Usually I'm eating breakfast, some type of French toast, pancakes. We have eaten cookies before. And you can be eating breakfast too, or lunch or dinner, doesn't matter. In one of my most recent Breakfast Club videos, someone actually did request a no-bake cheesecake recipe. So inspired by the Power 13 cookbook, I actually have here a no-bake cheesecake recipe. This is a one slice, looking in at just under 150 calories for 1/8 of the entire cheesecake. Easily have a fourth of the entire cheesecake for just shy of 300 calories. This bad boy is homemade. This is what it looks like. This is like a chocolate version of it. You can easily mix up the different flavors depending on the protein powder you use. And if you want a little bit more calories, to add a little more toppings on top, like, you know, crushed Oreo, some candy, some stick cereals and whatnot, be my guest. Some fruit. So overall calories for the entire cheesecake are 1,189, and then overall macros for the entire thing is 80 grams of protein, 112 grams of carbs, 4 grams of fiber, and then 46 grams of fat. So I cut mine into eighths just to have shy of 150 calories worth of a cheesecake slice. Let's give this bad boy a little bit of a taste test. This is it right here. Hold its consistency well. Oh yeah. This being just shy of 150 calories and it being like a cheesecake consistency, it is pretty damn good. Well, that didn't last long at all. That is what she said.
That's what she said.
Recipe for that cheesecake will be in the description down below. Go ahead and make it, give it a shot. It's a great thing to add at the end of your meal as a little dessert. Very low in calories. And if you want to have up to maybe even 1/4 of the entire cheesecake, go for it. It's just shy of 300 calories. Okay, so let's get right into this Breakfast Club question. Hey man, I look up to you so much despite our close age. I am currently have been in a rut of hours of cardio and then a few weights every day and underfeeding, i.e. 1,500 calorie deficit for the last 6.5 months. I just can't get over the hump of running myself into the ground. Would love an episode or a response on this sort of thing. Loving the content and can't wait to cheer you on as you grow as a channel. First of all, thank you for the support and thank you actually for asking this question. I think this is a very important question because it has to do with like under eating, being in too much of a deficit, trying to maybe even strive for a certain look or a certain image, especially with the day and age that we live in, seeing everybody else's highlight reel on Instagram, their best physique under the best lighting with the best pump, best production, taking 1,000 photos just to get that one photo to post. And as if that is the standard of how you should look or how we should live our day-to-day based on that image. Much as like working out is healthy for us and we should go and work out, we should exercise, working out too much and under eating could be just as unhealthy as not working out enough and overeating. The thing is, when you live in these extremes of underfeeding, undereating, and working out way too much, and then overeating and not working out enough, or maybe you are working out and you're bulking, for example, that become unhealthy. It's somewhere in the middle where you find, I think, just health. Being able to maintain and stay at a healthy body fat percentage or a healthy weight in general, you know, year round without having to go in these crazy bulks or these crazy cuts and actually deprive yourself of food and being in an extreme calorie deficit. When it comes to cardio, when it comes to working out and just overall nutrition, you don't want to put yourself in too extreme of a calorie deficit to the point where you have no energy, where you have no sex drive, meaning your hormones are all out of whack, your sleep sucks. That's more like when you're dieting for like a show or a bodybuilding competition. That's like what I'm experiencing right now, and let me tell you, it sucks to try and have to live like this. I'm doing it for the 16 weeks. I just want it to be over with already. I couldn't imagine someone actually doing this, you know, year round or for like 6.5 months. Like, so number one, I think is to let go of that image of like that physique that you want to try and obtain. If you have this ideal like dream physique, think maybe halfway towards that. That is probably something that is attainable. That is probably something that is very healthy and probably just a good overall general place to just live at. And I get it, there are certain aspects of life where you can't control almost how many calories you're burning. If you have a job that requires you to be extremely active, well then that requires you to actually then go and eat, you know, more calories. It's someone that is in that situation where they can't control how many calories are actually burning on a daily basis. I'm not gonna go and tell you to basically move less or tell your job, hey, I can't, you know, go and be on my feet for X amount of time because I have to try and gain gain weight. No, go and do the duties your day to day that you're supposed to do. In that case is when I would actually tell someone to eat more calorically dense foods. 1,500 calorie deficit is a huge caloric deficit, and by no means should someone be in that big of a deficit for that long of a period of time. And when it comes to just more calorically dense foods, typically I like to recommend to have a little bit just more fat in your diet. Fat is 9 calories per gram. It's the most calorically dense macronutrient. It's a very easy way in more calories without having to have just necessarily a more volume of food. Things like your nuts, your peanut butters, cooking with actual oils, toppings on your foods, things of that nature. Even with a little more fat in your meats, like your steaks, or a lower cut percentage of fat, like maybe a 90-10 ground beef instead of a 96-4, those type of deals. Still eating relatively pretty healthy, but just a little bit more calorically dense foods. It's gonna allow you to not be in such a huge calorie deficit, and if you still want to lose fat and get a little bit leaner, we can actually lower that calorie deficit just a little bit. Still get a little bit leaner if you want to get leaner. This time we're not just running our body into the ground. Because at that point, if you start dieting too hard, you have the chance to now start losing lean muscle tissue. Lean muscle tissue is super important for having a higher BMR, or basal metabolic rate. The more lean muscle you have, the more calories your body is able to expend without any movement whatsoever, and it's what helps drive your metabolism. As much as like most people's problems is to like not move enough or not doing enough cardio throughout the entire week or not exercise enough and have a healthier diet, there are some people out there that are exercising way too much and under eating, and that's a huge deal as well. It's just as bad as overeating and not exercising enough. We're in the middle, find that balance, develop a structure that you can maintain, set goals that are also very attainable as well. This question was also DM'd to me on Instagram, so if you don't want to leave a comment in the comment section down below, you can message me privately on Instagram at Joseph_Garcia17. Also, make sure you follow me there. But I hope this actually answered your question to the person that did send this to me on Instagram. And I hope this helps some people out there too that are maybe exercising way too much and not eating enough calories and underfeeding themselves, because that is an actual issue as well. Short and sweet, I'm wrapping the video up here. I hope you guys like that cheesecake recipe. Give that one a shot. If you have any questions, leave in the comments down below to be featured in the next Breakfast Club episode, or DM me on Instagram. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys are new. It's been your boy Joe. Peace.